Yo, Jonathan here. This is the Insta360 Go 3, which is a tiny compact action camera. And if it were just this tiny compact action camera, it would be amazing, but it also turns into this, which makes it double amazing. So this just dropped this week, and huge thank you to Insta360 for sending this out, supporting the channel, and sponsoring this video. And with that, as a thank you to you for watching this video, this thing is definitely cool enough where you guys absolutely have to have a chance to win one. For a chance to win, it's pretty simple. As you watch this video, just go ahead and drop a comment letting me know what your favorite feature or features are, because believe me, there are a ton of features and it's not required, but if you're feeling like being awesome and you're excited at the chance of winning one, drop a like below. So like I mentioned, this thing is not only tiny and compact, but also extremely lightweight, coming in at just 35 grams. For scale, here it is side by side next to an apple, a basketball, and an iPhone 13 mini. Without a doubt, one of the biggest reasons why you need a camera this compact and tiny are the endless ways you can place it, mount it, and really just get shots that you couldn't otherwise. I think when we think of a camera, we automatically default to a tripod or some sort of mount, and Insta360 makes a handful of that, which is amazing. But before we even get to that, this camera by itself is magnetic. From there, one of my favorite ways to mount this is with the magnetic connection on the pendant. So you just throw it around your neck, it slides underneath your shirt. So for the most part, it's really out of the way. You connect the camera and you're good to go. I will also add the magnetic connection on this is extremely strong. So whether you're mounting it by itself or on all of their other accessories, that thing is staying on there. The Go 3 shoots 2.7K video with built-in storage, which I think is nice because you're not having to deal with external SD cards, or more importantly, for getting one. This thing is just ready to go at all times. I think one thing Insta360 does extremely well is cover all the details from start to finish. So it's not just how compact the camera is or just the video quality, it's everything all together. With that, one of my favorite features that really brings the experience together is their flow state stabilization, which is really impressive. That was the highest level of stabilization, but you can also toggle between low and medium as well if you want. Parallel to these stabilization modes, there is also 360-degree horizon lock, which gives you not only peace of mind, but just more flexibility and works exceptionally well. What's also nice when you pair it with their app is you have the option for auto AI editing. This isn't going to be the only way you edit, but for those quick moments where you just want a really good edit on the go without grabbing your laptop, this is a fantastic option. There is also built-in voice control, so in the instance where you truly need to be hands-free or you just want to capture a moment quickly, you can do so by doing things like take a picture or simply start recording. Now again, touching on the entire package aspect of the Go 3, there are also two built-in microphones, so that's nice knowing you're going to get very solid audio as well. So up until this point, this has just been the Go 3, but remember, it also transforms into this with their Action Pod, which gives you so much more than just a housing. By itself, the battery life on the Go 3 has been improved to 45 minutes, which is awesome. But when you combine it with the Action Pod, that extends things up to 173 minutes, which is more than 3 times the amount. This also gives you quick access to touch settings on the back so you can navigate through the camera, and where it gets even cooler somehow is this doubles as a flip out screen that you can use with the camera actually in the housing, or completely separate as a separate viewfinder with the camera somewhere else. So I mentioned accessories earlier in the video, and believe me, there are a ton. The way they mount is actually pretty brilliant, and what's nice is you can connect it the same way, either using just the Go 3 in its compact mode or with the Action Pod as well. It is seriously well done. The Action Pod is IPX4 water resistant, but the actual Go 3 camera itself is waterproof up to 5 meters, so it is almost daring you to get creative shots. From there, I think it's only natural that we take this outside and see everything we can do with this. So we're back on the court today, got things hooked up to their tripod and the action pod. And you can see it is a very, very wide angle. So what you're hearing right now is the built-in microphones on the Insta360 Go 3. I think what I want to do first is simply just use the tripod to capture a nice wide shot of the basket. Looking at this, I will say it's nice, one, seeing the image, seeing how much recording time you have left, as well as battery life, and to be able to flip it from front to back instant is very cool. So you can see, I mean, this is tilted that way pretty well, but we're getting all of the court and the ball right there. So I think we'll use this to drain a Steph Curry 3. I mean, that camera's over there and it's getting that, and over here. Hey, I got the extra reach. So we somehow managed to get it up there, locked on the actual hoop itself. And what's amazing is we're actually seeing what that looks like through the action pod, because otherwise you're just kind of throwing it up there with no idea what it looks like. But in this case, we do. The other thing I can do here is actually trigger this to record, because obviously getting it up there and locked and loaded is part one of the challenge, and pressing record is the second half of that. And I will say, this thing is wide because it's up there. I'm in the shot currently. Oh my goodness, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you. So with Travis wearing the hat mount, what I'm gonna do is have him just kind of swat the out of the ball. Yeah. Did I make it record?
I think so. Yeah, it's recording.
Squirrel. Oh, it rotates. That's kind of sick. So this is absolutely one of the most fun, creative, and well-rounded gadgets that I've got a chance to check out. Again, Insta360 does a phenomenal job really just making sure everything is covered. You also get things like time shift, time lapse, HDR photos, as well as slow-mo. And what I really like is the flexibility to be able to export in different aspect ratios just from that single sensor. Again, there are a ton of different accessories and mounts and packages that I'll drop a link to down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This is Jonathan, and I will catch you guys later.